For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you guys are coming off the 7-day NCAA Division II break here, going to get ready to face Franciscan this week. First of all, talk about the year so far and kind of what you've seen from your guys and the growth you've seen from the team as a whole.
Yeah, growth is the operative word there. You know, we've got a majority of our roster is freshmen and sophomores, and so we knew there would be some growing pains. Quite honestly, if you would have told me, back in August, September, that our record at this point would be 1-10, I would have not believed that at all. But we're a few plays away from having a much better record than that. So the growth has been evident. Our guys have continued to attack every day, every practice, weightlifting, film, whatever we've asked of them, they've stepped up and done their best to deliver. So I've got no issues with our effort. We just got to execute better, and hopefully, the break was good for us in terms of clearing our mind a little bit, and they've certainly responded since we've been back the last couple of days in practice.
And being off for that week, how does that kind of help or maybe even hurt a team as you get this break and kind of get away from campus and then you have to come back and get playing right away?
Well, I think it's good for everybody. Number one, you get to spend time with family, You get into such a routine, which is good during the season, but as part of that routine, you sacrifice a lot of time with family. Just speaking as a coach, you don't get dinner with your family every night. You don't get to spend a ton of time. I've got a 4-year-old son. I don't get to see him hardly other than when he wakes up and when he goes to bed. Usually it's a pretty full day in between, and sometimes I don't even get that part. So personally, that part's great for our guys and their families. It's great that they get time to spend together. And then everybody stayed in touch. The jokes were still flying in the group text and all that, but it's good to take that break and spend time and just be with the ones that you love the most, and then everybody comes back a little bit re-energized, and it's great to see each other. It's almost not quite like the first day of practice again, but it's good to have everybody back, and like I said, we've really responded well since we returned from the break.
And you mentioned you guys have responded well in practice so far. What have you seen from them that is kind of preparing them for these next couple of games before they get back into conference play?
Well, the first thing you worry about when you got a break like that is conditioning, and our conditioning's been pretty good. We made it a little bit better the first day of practice by getting some extra running in, but it's been pretty good, and our effort and our energy's been really good. First day of practice, we didn't shoot the ball well. This morning, we shot the ball really well. So the best part of right now, like I said the last time we spoke, Zach, was these guys, it's all basketball right now while they're here. We practiced this morning. We'll come back this afternoon and do a film session and a team lift, and then guys will be in the gym all day shooting. So it's a great opportunity for your team to improve, for players to improve individually and also improve as a team, and that's what we've done the last couple of days.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you kind of end 2022 here with your non-conference game against Franciscan tomorrow night. Talk about that game and kind of how you're preparing for it and how you're going to use it to get ready for 23.
Yeah, it's our last chance to step out of conference play. We're playing at home, and we want to have good performances at home. We want to have good performances everywhere, obviously, but we want to play well at home, and this is another opportunity to do that. I didn't realize till I dug into it a little bit the last couple of days, what a storied history there is between Wheeling and Franciscan. In Franciscan, I believe they took a pause on their program for several years, but before that point, they played a lot. I think there's been 15 to 20 meetings all the time, and so with the close proximity, Coach Wallace and I have struck up a pretty good relationship over the past year or so, and there's actually a community member that came to me last year and said, why don't you guys play Franciscan? They're 30 minutes away and all that, and so we got on the phone, and it just makes sense. So good game for the community to come out, two kind of local schools to play each other right here before the end of the calendar year, and a chance for both teams to kind of get their legs back under them before we both step back into conference play.
And as you guys get ready for that 23 portion of your conference play, you come back with some big matchups against Glenville and Concord and then Fairmont State the following week. Talk about how you're approaching this return to 2023 conference play in the stretch run.
Well, we know what we're getting every night in the Mountain East Conference, and that's going to be a battle. Every night is a battle. Every possession's a battle. every shot, is a battle. Every pass is it's just such a good league. It's such good basketball, and we got to make sure that the things we've been trying to work on in the non-conference portion here the last couple weeks, that we continue to sharpen those up, because every possession matters in Mountain East play. We got to do a better job playing with the lead, Zach. I mean, we've gotten a lead in just about every game we've played. Did not play well at Ohio Dominican. Thought we shared the ball well and played hard. We just couldn't make a shot, and they were quite the opposite. So, we got to see the ball go in, and then we got to learn to play with the lead and learn to really put teams away. And that comes down to executing every possession, being better, down the stretch than we've been at times, and being better to start the second half than we've been at times. So we've had a lot to work on, and we're going to continue to have a lot to work on, because one thing about the Mountain East is we'll find out again when we step in next week is you're going to get exposed. Whatever you're not good at is going to come out. And you got to fix it, or else you're going to have some long nights. So we're excited to be back. We're excited to be playing at home tomorrow, and we're excited to get back into Mountain East play next week. But first, we've got business to take care of tomorrow against Franciscan.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck this upcoming week. Can't wait to see you out there in 23.
Appreciate it, Zach. Happy New Year to everybody, and go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.